to you. Happy birthday, dear Shyne. Happy birthday to you.
Shyne has come forward with some shocking allegations against Diddy, claiming that Diddy set him up for the infamous 1999 shooting you heard that right man, this is big.
Opens wounds. When you hear, the victim saying that it was Diddy that shot her. That is what is the most remarkable. Oh, you didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay. And that was triggered by a lawsuit from a producer that produced on the Love album, who is making accusations, and in those accusations he says that the gentleman confessed to the shooting. And that is what stands out to me the most, because I've done my best to put it behind me and to move forward. But it certainly reopens the wounds that I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy. But my political enemies and, detractors.
In a recent interview, Shyne did not hold back that brother spilled the beans on how did he allegedly betray him during the 1999 nightclub shooting incident that rocked the hip-hop world, according to Shyne. Did he orchestrated the entire situation, leaving Shyne to take the fall?
How you feel about Shyne and Puffy working everything out and being cool now? And how you feel about their performance at the BET Awards?
That's them two men, bro. I don't have no feelings for it. But see, like, I'm a different breed. You understand? Before they even went to jail, me and Puff stood in front of Trump Towers when he had Shyne meet him. Shyne got off the tour bus. Puff told me, yo, Gene, don't let nobody take a picture with me, take a picture with this nigga. He said, I hate this motherfucker. You understand? This before Shyne even went to jail. Shyne know all this. Shyne knew all this shit. Shyne knew that he had took the people, you understand? And last time you had, what's that, Hip Hop DX or some shit like that? They said that, because I mentioned it on your show, like I shouldn't have mentioned it on your show. Like it was something that I didn't say 10, 15 years ago or whatever. Said this shit long time ago. You understand? That Puff did everything because they let him know, nigga, either all y'all going or one of y'all gotta go. And Shyne was the one who went. And Shyne know he had put people up to testify against him and all that. But if he good with it, nigga, I'm great with it. I'm not cut from that cloth. Nigga, you hurt me for a little, you'll kill me for a lot. Ain't no way somebody gonna send me to jail for 10 years. When we all could have walked away. We all could have walked away. Shyne know what I'm talking about. They had somebody on the jury that was willing to like make all that shit go away. You understand? And all she just wanted 20 racks from each one of the people they had to testify. 20 racks from each one of them. And the case would have went away and Puff could have paid that.
That D claims that he manipulated the events that night to protect himself in his image, leaving Shyne to bear the brunt of the legal consequences. Now this betrayal is apparently haunted, had Shyne for years, and now he's ready to tell his side of the story.
The victim saying that it was Diddy that shot her. That is what is the most remarkable. Oh, you didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay. And
snitching.
That was triggered by a lawsuit from a producer that produced on the Love album, who is making accusations, and in those accusations he says that the gentleman confessed to the shooting. And that is what stands out to me the most, because I've done my best to put it behind me and to move forward. but it certainly reopens the wounds that I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy. But my political enemies and, it opens witnesses.
Is she after this one?
I'm not going to get into that.
You already
But
did.
it does open wounds.
He going to.
And certainly I am relieved that people are saying what the truth is, that I did not shoot those people. I maintain that I never shoot nobody, that there were other guns there. I always said that. That has not changed, and that is the testimony.
Why? That's never happened to me before. I've never seen that. I live in a typical Afro-Caribbean community in Canarsie, Brooklyn, that I had never seen that. But now I look out the window after I got shot by Puffy, and all of these SUVs blacked out are on the corners and on the blocks of my house. Why? Why? When the district attorney's office notifies me and my mother that they got and my attorney confidential information from an informant saying that there's a bag on my head, and there was also a bag on Scar's head, what should I do? Sit there and wait for them to come get me? Or submit to the will of people who have my best interests and want to move me and my family to preserve my safety? I'm a Brooklyn girl. I had no reason to move out of Brooklyn. I loved Brooklyn. If you look over the sum total of my existence, had I not gotten shot by Puffy, I'd probably still live in Brooklyn, unless I, in my later age, decided, okay, well, let me move. But for all intents and purposes, that is the impetus that caused me to move. I was a business owner. I had businesses. Why would I pick up and just leave everything I knew? But for the fact that my life depended on it. Because guess what? Scar was on the run after a while because he learned that they had a bag on his head. He eventually got arrested for something. Not too long after he got out of jail, they took him out. He is dead. Not that long after he got out of jail. And I don't know that the bag was ever taken off. I know that most people that he comes against and there's some negativity, they end up dead. I'm going to keep doing what I know. I'm here 24 years later. I'm grateful to God. I'm halfway through the year. December 27th will make 25 solid years that I survived that. By the grace of God, I continue to be eternally grateful. But I'm not going to sit here and allow anyone to make me feel discomforted or throw me off and say, oh, you fine, girl. They ain't thinking about you. I even had some girlfriends who right now I don't really talk to them because when this came back out, when this whole Little Rod lawsuit came back out and the podcast were reading through all the steps of the lawsuit, well, when the Cassie thing came out and it elevated everything and people were attacking her, oh, she's lying, oh, she's this, and he was, enough is enough. I vehemently denied the charges, and then the video came out with him kicking somebody's child in her face like she was trash. Where's your enough is enough statement? And people still defended him. Oh, she want a bag. Oh, she's a gold digger. Oh, she a thought. She lying. She want money for her new husband. And then a video comes out where, you know how crazy you gotta be to run down a hall in a towel that was held together by the blood of God, by the blood of Jesus, that towel was held together. To run down so cavalierly down the hall in a towel and punch and beat somebody and drag them like that, throw vases, sit in a chair with your legs open so your nether regions can hang and throw vases at this woman in a hallway. Do you know who you gotta be? Baby, that's not even hell. That's the pits of hell underneath hell. That's that space underneath hell. But before that video came out, oh, they trying to take a good black man down. That's what they accused me of 24 years ago. Had anybody listened to me 24 years ago and understood my clear and concise statements that said, this man shot me in my face, had they listened, had they taken heed, and they knew I wasn't lying, everybody knew I was not lying. But because he had power, prestige, fame, money, and access to the people that have even more power than him, they let him walk. because their agenda had to be carried out by him. So they let him walk. But guess what? If somebody listened to me, perhaps Cassie would have never had to endure, and all those other people that died under alleged suspicious causes at his hand would not have had to endure if he was held into account for what he did to me 24 years ago. Look how many other people had to suffer. This is what pisses me off. Everybody accused me of trying to take down, and I'm talking physically in the street, cursed me out, screamed me down, because there was a cover story of on the Daily News that was done of me, and people could see my bandaged face and recognize me. Saw me in the street. I was out with my mother when she was running an errand, cursed me out, called me everything but a child of God. You're trying to take a good black man down. You're trying to destroy hip hop. Why would I destroy hip hop? I'm a child of hip hop. I took my $3.23 and walked to Straker's record store on Utica Avenue in Crown Heights, Brooklyn in August of 1979. And I bought King Tim III by the Fatback Band first. And a week later, I bought Rapper's Delight. I got such an early copy. It wasn't that sky blue copy that had that kaleidoscope keyboard panel on it. I had a white jacket. That's how early I got my record. I am hip hop. I could quote hip hop quotables with the best of them. In fact, everything in my life is a hip hop quotable. So how dare you accuse me of trying to take down hip hop or trying to take down a good black man? Show me a good black man that I was trying to take down, because it ain't him. There's a whole list of people with crimes and moral turpitude against him. Me? Trying to take down a good black man? No, I was trying to save society. I was trying to save society from a nefarious actor, from a character, from Kaiser Sose. But y'all ain't want to hear me then. It took Cassie to come out and say this man would make her carry his gun in her pocketbook to control her and to make her feel afraid. In her lawsuit. Little Rod's lawsuit. He tried to bully Little Rod, allegedly, according to the details in the lawsuit. He tried to bully him and he said, I shot that lady in the club. That's what made me make the TikTok. I was minding my business. I was watching YouTube, minding my business, waiting to go pick my daughter up from work. And then I'm watching some podcaster and it was half watching me, and I hear them going through the counts of the lawsuit, and they get to a count.
So what's shocking is that the victim is claiming that Diddy is the one that shot her and wasn't Shyne. Now that's pretty interesting.